Episodes, people, I have said, if you are a thief, you are automatically a liar. They go hand in hand together. You cannot take, you cannot steal, you cannot scam, you cannot defraud, you cannot do all of these things and be an honest person. You cannot. You have to lie. Actually, lying is like your professional job. Because if you steal, you always need a reason, you always need an alibi, you always need to explain yourself, right? So every time that you explain yourself, you have to lie. That's why when people do these types of things, when people are involved in scams and frauds and all of these kind of schemes, I tend to take what they say with a grain of salt. Okay, and to me, Jane Shaw is the queen of con. She is. That's my personal opinion. Okay, there's a great book out there. I don't know if you guys have read it. It's called King of Con. Okay, great book. I couldn't put it down. I bought it, I read it, and then I had to purchase the audio version of that book because it is so good. Okay, but back to Jen Shaw. So I don't necessarily like when people like to give people like Jen Shaw some credit, or as if we should consider what they say, because I think what Adam was saying in that little clip was that, it was in response to what Jen Shaw put on her Instagram, or whoever is managing her Instagram, and basically saying that she did not give Heather Gay this black eye, right? So Adam was like saying, is Heather Gay, was she lying then, or is she lying now? Because at first, Heather was always saying, I don't know how it happened, right? So now Adam wants to question what Heather is saying today, basically saying that she was protecting Jen Shaw all of these years and not exposing her when it comes to like the black eye debacle. He wants to question her. And he wants to give maybe a little bit of validity to what Jen Shaw is saying through a third party, because she can't manage her social media account. She is currently incarcerated. So why are we trying to give Jen Shaw any validity? She is currently serving time in federal prison for lying. So I just wanted to say that. And another thing is, I have to bring this because I'm getting sick and tired, guys, and I have to be honest with you when I'm saying this. I'm getting sick and tired of people saying they don't listen to other people's podcasts, they don't listen to other people's work, they don't do this, they don't do that. It's like, that this is just a bunch of lies, okay? It's just a bunch of lies. You listen. You listen to this podcast. A lot of people are talking to each other behind the scenes. Okay, you know who is who. You look at other people's numbers. Stop saying you don't listen to other people's podcasts, okay? Or work, or you don't want to copy, or you don't want to do this, or you don't you do. Stop saying, my fans are sending me recordings, Just say you listen. Just say you listen. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be an expert in your field, okay? So if you are not listening to other people's podcasts, how do you know what is happening? Because I definitely don't want to listen to somebody who's just listening to sound bites without being able to provide any context to what they're covering, right? So just be honest. Just say, you guys are always calling out the Housewives and saying when Rachel Fuda was at the reunion and said, I never watched the show, everybody knew that she was lying, because it's like, hey, why would you want to join a show if you've never watched it before? It's like applying for a job, and then one of the interview questions is, why do you want to work here? And you're like, I don't know. I didn't do my research, right? You should try that and see if you land the job. So I'm just saying, guys, stop lying, okay? It doesn't matter if you like the person. It does not matter if you do not like the person. You know damn well you are listening to other people's content. Some of you are actually monetizing on that content as well, and some of us are not, right? But don't be lying about this. You are listening, and just admit Stop saying that people are sending you stuff. People are busy. They're not like sitting there like recording everything and sending you stuff. You're listening and tell the truth. And guys, I don't mean to sound all